Well, hello everyone. It's Wednesday afternoon, and I thought I'd take this opportunity just to check in, send out a little message of community to everyone out there. Just wondering how folks are doing during this uncertain time. It's been very strange. It's been a real adjustment, even though the weather has been good. You go outside and there's not many people on the street, not many people in stores, and we have to remember that this is what we want. We want people to not be out and about and gathered in any small or large gatherings, really. Been listening to the news updates about the coronavirus, and they talk about flattening the curve, and this is what we're doing right now: staying home, staying put, flattening that curve so that we don't have a real spike of people who are getting infected and putting an undue strain on our health care. It's not toilet paper that is a problem, or lack of toilet paper or soap or hand sanitizer, but the ventilators. That's a big issue in our hospitals because this coronavirus can affect people's breathing, and so our healthcare providers need ventilators for any patient who comes in with that breathing problem. If we can flatten that curve, we can help ensure that there are enough ventilators to go around, so our healthcare providers are kept up to date with what they need to have. And so it's been strange. Thank goodness the weather has been good these last few days. I've had two of my grandchildren here, and it's been nice to be able to have them outside, just in the street with their bikes and stuff. They can get out and get some fresh air without, even though they're not able to take part in those programs that we'd all hoped would be available during this week. Our League of Curious Kids program, of course, we've had to cancel. Library programs, things like that, to be on the safe side. And we're glad. Well, I have mixed feelings. I really had hoped that all of our kids would be able to be in these programs, and not happening, but we're keeping them safe. I was thinking about the passage from the book of Psalms that's been coming to me over and over in my head. Psalm 121, very, very familiar psalm to many of us. I lift my eyes to the hills. Where does my hope come from? Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. And I take a lot of comfort in that passage this week as we watch the news programs, as we hear all of these different things that are happening. Because when I think of this passage and my help comes from the Lord, in my own understanding of God as love, I can put the word love in there. My help comes from love. My help comes from love. And it does in this time of struggle and trial and challenge. My help comes from love. I look around me and I see how much love there is in our world, and it reassures me that we are on the right track, that we're doing the right things. Even here in our small community of Warkworth, we have a Facebook page called, I think it's called Caremongers. The opposite of fearmongers, we have caremongers here in Warkworth. People who are making sure that they are available to help people as needed during this time of pandemic. Certainly something I have not seen in my lifetime of almost 65 years, and hope never to go through again. But our caremongers are out there. They're showing love. They're doing those acts of love that let the community know that we're not letting people go unnoticed, that if people need help getting groceries, get medications, doing any of those things, that there are people available to do that. We've sent out a call on our St. Paul's community page saying that we're looking for volunteers who can help out with food delivery for our Seven Hills Food Pantry. If you are able to do that, please give the food pantry a call. It's 705-924-2077. You can call Carolyn and her gang and leave a message on their machine if you're available to help with the food deliveries on Friday, because the food pantry is adjusting their program and their policies They won't have people coming right into the building for pickup. People will phone ahead what they need, and they will either have their food delivered to them, or Carolyn and her gang will meet them at the side door of the gathering place and hand over their food boxes so that they don't go hungry. This is not something that they have to add on to their worries and concerns as food bank clients in the time of, worried about illness and employment and things like that. Love. Our help comes from love. Our help comes from the Lord. And we can be so grateful for that in this time. As I'd said to the kids in our little message on Sunday, yes, it can be a fearful time, but it is also a time of adventure. And the adventure of love is something that's pretty cool. So my hope, my prayer for anyone who's watching this little message is that I hope you are seeing the Lord in action. I hope you're seeing love in action in your home. I hope that you're sharing love in action in your own way, whatever way that may be, with your family and with your community and with your world. So thanks be to God. We're here. We are God's people. We are not alone. We live in God's world. And for this, we give thanks to God. Amen.